message this morning. So if you're my friend on Facebook, you probably saw that I posted a picture of a path, and that was actually right before our exercise class on Saturday.
Which was
it was fun.
Fabulous. Thank you.
And I asked the question, how are you walking your path? Because I think it's really important to examine ourselves in all seriousness, not just our behavior, but in our walk. Because guess what? Others are. So how important is it? It's important enough to consider in that sometimes we get a confused idea of what it means to behave in a certain way and to act in a certain way and to invest our time and energy in certain kinds of activities because of the prevalent idea that reality has multiple perceptions. How many people have heard that saying? Reality has multiple perceptions. And that's why when there's a car accident, everybody sees something different. Well, guess what? Everybody sees a car accident. They may see different angles of the car accident, but they see a car accident. Because reality is reality. What is what is. How we deal with that, how we break that down in our experiencing it, is the perception. So really, that happens inside us. It doesn't change the reality that there was a car accident. There was still a car accident. Regardless of how we saw it, it happened. Now, we can deal with it and experience it based on our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions in a different way. So does reality have multiple perceptions? No, it does not. Reality is reality. We as individuals have multiple perceptions. We create perceptions of reality. You see the difference? Mm-hmm. And so this is a conversation I've been having for a really long time with people in my life that are close to me. Because what happens is we tend to believe that if we see it a certain way, that that's the way that it is. That's not the way that it is. The way that it is the way that it is.
It's our reaction to it.
It's our reaction to it that changes it, exactly. So, why is it so important that we take an honest inventory of the way that we are walking on our path? Our car accident, for lack of a better example. It's our train wreck. So, how do we look at ourselves without glazing it over with perception? Because that is something that we do. If someone says, hey, I saw that you did this, or I saw that you do that, or I heard you say this, and we're like, yeah, but this is why. That's our perception, you see. No, the reality is we did this, or we did that, or we said this, or we said that. That's what we did. Why is it important? Because the idea is that we don't want to give the impression of something that is not substantial as spiritual people walking a path. Right? We don't want people to get the impression that it's more important how we look than how we are. Right? We want to be one way. We want our yes to mean yes. We want our no to mean no. We want to walk our path as truthfully as we possibly can. Not to say that we don't make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But if we're truthful in our mistakes, then we deal with them. And we change and we correct and we make adjustments, right? This is a conversation that took place with Jesus and the leaders of the temple back in ancient times. And it was really clear that it was more important to them how things looked than how things were. And he became so enraged with them that he said that they were like unwashed vessels. A cup. You go and take a cup, and we've all done this. Take a cup out of the cupboard and go to put water in it, and there's something yucky in there. And you're like, oh my gosh, it looked clean. But inside, it's not clean. So what do? You wash it. And you put it away. Also, he referred to them as whitewashed graves. So yeah, looks beautiful. Look how pretty. And you open it up, what is it full of? Decay and death. Because it's a lie. Don't lie to yourself. Don't say, yeah, but. There's no yeah, but. There just is. Either you are or you're not. Either you're moving forward or you're not. Either you're honest with yourself or you're not. And those are hard conversations to have inside our head. You know, am I saying kind things? Am I doing kind things? Easy to do those things when everything's going your way. Easy to do things that are kind and good and right and clean and righteous when everything is going your way. How easy is that? I'm on my A game. How about when things are going bad? How about when nobody's watching? How's that? How's that working for you? How you doing in the car when someone cuts you off? Peter. I talk to Peter a lot in these videos. Anyway, it's true. Hey, Bobby.
Hello.
Have a seat.
Hey, Bobby.
So, I think that this is an issue because so many times we hear about families and situations and concerns in our life, and we look at them and we're shocked because, oh, that couldn't possibly happen to them because they look so perfect. They seem so perfect because the way that things seem sometimes are not the way that they are. In our great big giant world, there was a famous rap star, and I can't remember his name right now, don't make me guess. And he was saying that all of his cars and his house and his jewels and his watch, all rented, because it was really important to put forth a certain kind of impression, a certain kind of persona. So what does that say about us if we're doing that? We're manufactured, we're false. And our faith isn't alive inside us. That's why Jesus said you open that up and it's full of death and decay because you're lying to yourself. You're not on the road to life.
Lack of confidence?
Not so much lack of confidence as it is having a faith and proving false to the power that it has in your life. How's that?
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Not allowing it to manifest itself in your behavior, in your thoughts, primarily in your thoughts, in your heart, cultivating it, growing it. And this is not an easy thing. It takes years and years and years and years. You know, I remember a conversation in the movie Gandhi where, you know, his wife was being interviewed actually, and they asked him how is he doing on his path? You know, how's he doing? And she said, well, he's been trying to practice abstinence for the last few years, and he's not doing very well.
Perfect.
And I thought that was so perfect that, you know, here is this incredibly spiritual, powerful person who is trying in degrees to grow and to train themselves to a closeness with Spirit as they understand it, because everybody's understanding is different. And this was one of those essential behaviors that he felt like would bring him closer to Spirit, and still he could not master his flesh. Because we are human beings,
Weak.
and we are weak. The flesh is weak. The Spirit is willing. Oh, we want to. That's that whole, you know, we put on the robe, we do our makeup, we fix our hair. Oh, don't I look so pretty today? I look like a spiritual person. But what's going on inside is this battle constantly between good and bad. To do the right thing or to not say anything when you want to so badly say something. Or to say something when you so badly want to look the other way. Either one of those things could be true. So, today my message for you, the lesson for today, is to take a good, honest inventory of our path, our feet. Are they walking in the way that they should be walking? Are others seeing us walking that way? Because sometimes we think we're walking one way, and then someone goes, yeah, I don't think so. You need to get your feet back on the path. And isn't that a great friend? And a loving companion who says, here, let me nudge you back the way that you need to be going.
Do you think it's, when you're walking in the path, if you know that you're walking with a genuine passion, instead of just walking, that's a little bit different.
Passion
That
in your
helps.
path is important, but
You know what
truth
your
in your
passion's
path is
for, and
far
it's for all
more.
the good